Grab a lantern. Head on out to Satan. So this is probably just confirming the only way in. Okay, so they physically took the essence of this being, which there's definitely got to be like a living thing inside the vaults, because one, I saw its fucking memories, and two, it is able to take the journey that everyone else is able to, which seems to only be affecting living things so far. So that's noteworthy. And yeah, I assume that's, if I had not already figured it out, that's confirmation of the only way to get down to where they took Satan is to fall asleep inside of the Satan chamber instead of outside of it. Because I can't go dousing my flame, can I? Alright, I have a feeling this probably just, this will lead me back to the forest now, but I don't think I've ever actually done a full loop, so this will be confirmation. This little raft is giving me witness vibes, but not to the point that it's pissing me off, so that's a positive thing. Is this dense forest? It looks like a dense forest. Yeah, let's light some candles. Let's actually keep going for now, but I think this is... Yeah. Okay, cool. There's no need for that, guys. Whatever you're doing in there, there's no need for it. Okay, and then this leads me back to village, right? Yes. That's the burned down church we just passed, and now we're heading back in here. Okay, cool. Alright. So now actually I want to get back to dense forest, but I just wanted to make sure I was not missing anything, essentially. And I'm also, maybe, killing just a little bit of time. For reasons that will become abundantly clear if my plan is correct. Honestly, I know it's Satan, but I like this area the most because there's no one around, and that's nice. Whee! All right. Let's find our way back first. Oh, shit. That might be a problem. Might fuck this whole thing up. So, our guy's not a murderer. We went over that. But I've consumed enough Metal Gear Solid content to know that sometimes you can just wait for your adversaries to die. So that's cool. The problem is I fucked myself a little bit. I think there may be a multi-step process here, and I have solved the back half of the puzzle already. So I'm kind of stuck here, and I don't think I'll have enough time to fix it. In fact, actually, I can't fix it, because I do need to enter this first tower first to unlock that door, so that I can get to another tower and loop back around to that. I think that's what it's going to end up being. So the bad news is we got to do all that again. Good news is, one, we can doze off by the fire, right? And two, we can... I am hoping that this will be easy once everyone's dead. Our character points to the other side of the river and says, once we kill everyone over there, everything is going to be okay, right, guys? And the other two astronauts with me, who are just like wading in the water and being just very happy to see a river because they think it's really neat, look at me with incredibly concerned eyes and go, oh boy, we're going to have a really controversial next episode, aren't we? I should have said season. It's too late now. The joke would have landed better if I just said season. I said episode because I am still doing a Let's Play in comparison to Attack on Titan, where it was the season in question. But as soon as I said episode, I was like, oh no! If I needed to refine that joke, I should have just gone super on the nose and said season. Because Attack on Titan does use episodes, but it's not like it was just the one next episode that was controversial. I'm talking about Attack on Titan, in case that wasn't clear. That was the joke. I really liked that last scene of Season 3. I think it was the perfect setup for Season 4, and then Season 4... I think just didn't execute as well. Even though it went in sort of the direction I wanted, kind of... Some of the broad strokes were like, I think that would make for an interesting story, and I hope that's where the story goes. I think its execution on a lot of the specifics left a bit to be desired. But I have covered that multiple times before on this channel. I think Tears of the Kingdom was the one where I went all in, because that's the one where I had to just keep coming up with things to talk about, because I was just doing the same shit over and over. Not like this game. Actually, legitimately not like this game. This game is... yes, you do the same loop every time, but there's so many different things to do in every loop that that's the point of the whole game. Alright. Oops. Yeah, I'm really curious where I'm supposed to go once I get this one, because the Triforce pieces have not been... This step's not going to get me. Jetpack. Get jetpacked, fool. Packed? Nope. Nope. Yes. One second. I think we'll probably do about 5 minutes at the next one. I don't want to go too long, but I don't want to also just sit here doing nothing for 10 minutes. I don't know exactly when the flood hits. I think it's about the halfway mark. I'm not sure. Okay, so we gotta go this way for getting rid of the door, right? And is it just this thing? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Although if there's a shortcut we can activate, and I think there is, we should do that ahead of time. Let me light all the candles since we're here. And then is it just up here and then I look across? Yeah, okay. That's all I needed. I could just jump in the water, right? Theoretically, I could just wait here until I get flooded, but I don't want to waste too much time. I want to already be in the cookie when the flood hits. That was a sick Black Mirror reference. I'm sure literally no one remembers, but I believe the little computer chip simulation thing was called a cookie. Now this tunnel, this tower also collapses apparently, but it's not until right at the end of the cycle, so I don't think I'm going to lose too much time by choosing this one rather than the cliff face. Which also, cliff face, I forget exactly how to get down to the raft. And rather than fuck around with that too much, I'll just pick the one that I know is safe. I'm curious if you're supposed to be able to know which painting is which by looking at the reel super closely. Because I was bummed when I found out, oh, I was really close to figuring out the secret, but I just picked the wrong paintings. So I am glad that I eventually figured it out, but I'm curious if there was a puzzle I was supposed to solve there, and instead I eventually got lucky after starting out rather unlucky. So I think it's probably not going to be too long before flood now. Because it takes me, what, 3 or 4 minutes to get here, right? Everything I've done so far, and then I just added another 5. I'll keep an ear out for it. Even though they weren't about and trying to get me yet, the realization of, oh, those are footsteps I'm listening to, fucking not good for the blood pressure. But I don't have to worry about that again, at least in this little village, I think. The Christmas kids were nothing but a gift, and love is a tower where all of us can live. You change your name and change your mind. There it is. You'll leave this fucked up place behind, but I'll know how to get past you fuckers. Hopefully, we'll see if this works the way I think it does. That's almost perfect timing. That gives us almost our max amount. Oh wait, actually, it just now hit. The dam broke, but it took a second for the water to rise up. So all you fuckers should be dead, right? I didn't hear their screams this time, which is a bummer, but... God, it's a fucked up thing to say. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Okay, so they've got the nice village over here. So how do they get to their fun little fun house? Come on, man. Is there a raft system I haven't activated yet? Sad if true. I thought I was so fucking smart. come on, man. There's no need for this. I had my cool plan. Alright? I was smart about it. Just let me have this. Maybe if I just have a leap of faith. Nope. Okay. So now I think I got to do some stealth things so that I can observe whatever the fuck their plan is. Which sucks. But I assume at the very least they're probably not patrolling the whole forest, right? They're probably in a procession. So hopefully, at least at the start here, it's going to be fairly easy to avoid them as long as I just keep the flame concealed and just keep them at a distance. The reason I almost got caught that first time was because I just walked straight over to them. At that point, I wasn't even sure if they were hostile. And then they were like, who's that over there? They, hey, you're not allowed in here? They did that. They made that noise, and we can agree that that was the noise they made. And then I ran away like a big brave boy. But now I guess we got to figure out their special secret sauce on how to get into the Candlelit Lodge, I guess. Did I check my ship log? I don't know if we've learned... I read about the simulation, right? Yeah, no news. Okay. Alright. Thought I was done with the spookiness, but I guess not yet. Although I imagine what it might be is get into the lodge, then wait for them all to die. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of them in the lodge, and I don't want to deal with that. But figuring out how to get into the lodge, which might require them to still be alive, that's something I got to do. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just... Shit. To save on time, because I do think this is still probably going to be part of the puzzle, is I'm going to do everything I just did, but give them... I won't doze off for any amount of time. I'll activate the simulation right away. And then in when I'm in a different tower safe from the flood, I will have a solid 5 minutes to observe and potentially get into the lodge. And then it'll just be a waiting game for them to die. Hopefully. We'll see. I'll get a nice close-up of that thing I saw of their souls passing into the next immortal coil, perhaps. In a potentially distressing and horrifying way, but that's what archaeologists get to do sometimes, I guess. Shit, I'm never gonna remember which one's which. There it is. No, stop it. Keep pressing the wrong one. Right, distinguish. I just want to light a couple of candles. And then let's do the rigmarole again. Although, shit, is it actually better to do scouting now? Because if I get caught... If I get caught during scouting, it would be better if I'm at this one. Shit. Or if that happens, it'll be better if I'm here. Let's be patient. And do what we gotta do. Solve the puzzle before... Figure out what the puzzle is before I solve it. I'm trying to do too much at once. Oh, right, there's multiple stages of this, right? I gotta do this. Do a little more scouting. Bridge. Once I light up the bridge, then I can start. Looking around for some lights. Hello? Isn't there supposed to be a procession of you guys? There's a little bit of movement over there. Okay, there's a green light. Are you just patrolling? That's not your job. Your job is to show me where I'm supposed to go. Oh, word? You're not on patrol. You're showing me the secret entrance. Okay. About 10 paces left of this view of the lodge. Just turn straight around. Let's give that a shot. I got a jetpack. I don't need to do this the hard way. Okay. Got a plan. Don't know how long we have until the flood. Probably 2 or 3 minutes. Is this enough to get it going? No. Oh, it started to push off as soon as I was too damn heavy for it. My fat ass kept... The clapping of my ass cheek has kept alerting the raft and it didn't want to move. Alright, I hope this is right. I hope I don't have to go in while they're still around. That feels incredibly difficult and also scary. I feel like I've done my due diligence of approaching this as if it were a puzzle, which I think it is supposed to be, and I'm hoping I'm rewarded for that. Stop it! Stop it! The why I keep it keeps being my default like X out thing, but then when I press it again when I'm not meaning to, I roast another marshmallow, which I don't want to do. At least if I do solve this puzzle, we have done the Triforce quests, which I do think are going to be some of the scariest bits of the game. Will the end game also be scary? Almost assuredly. But that's 3 scary chunks we'll be done with. And again, we don't have any Triforce pieces like I thought we would by this point, but I feel like we will be, at the very least, kind of approaching endgame a little bit, maybe. Where's that? Okay, it is down here. Yeah, there it is. Where do I hop on? Is it just here? Do I just wait here? I think so. I extinguished the door, right? I'm almost sure I did, but now I'm having doubts. With that extra observation time, I truly don't think we've got too long to wait for the flood. Whee! It is kind of funny when you can spot the pathing at high speeds. Of just at slow speeds, it's not as noticeable, but at fast speeds, the thing of like, oh, this is really like, it's a small world. It is on a very specific track here. Shit, jump, jump. Okay, we got there. Perfect timing. Sorry, guys. I feel a little bad, but again, we're on a time loop. I don't have to feel bad completely until I beat the game again. Or again, if this DLC has a separate ending. I don't know how that's going to work. That's the flood hitting my tower, but not collapsing it. So, I'm going to be a little bit cautious, but we should be safe now. It's just a matter of finding the secret entrance. So it gets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's tricky to find. That would, if I didn't do my scouting, that would, I don't know how I would have done that. I don't know how useful it is to focus here. If I run into an enemy in this tunnel, there's not a lot I can do about it, aside from run the other way. Ooh, there is an upper floor. Might as well check that out, huh? Oh, I suppose this might be a red herring for if I get to this point naturally, but I've not learned the fireplace trick. This is meant to make me think, oh, maybe I just need to explore more of the upper floors. Maybe there's something up there I'm missing. Nah. It's the fire. That better not be, like, permanently closed. That better be an illusion. Hell yeah. Alright. I figured when I got to the fireplace, I'd be able to see that there was something on the other side, and so when that didn't happen, I was like, motherfucker, if I'm not allowed to wait for the flood. Oh, word? This one seems particularly scary. Even the music seems particularly scary. In comparison to the other ones, this seems even worse. Alright, I think I know what's going to be over there, but let's take a look at what we want to look at. Okay, we've got Planet Time, Eye of the Universe, sent out. We saw it. Yo, come check this shit out. Oh. They committed fucking everything to this. That's my interpretation of the trees there, of like, they put every single resource they had into this. Honestly, sounds a little bit similar to the Nomai. It seems like the Nomai also did that, but they at least were like, they still made sure to develop like a culture with a bunch of different ships that were all like checking in with each other. This seems like they made one ship and put all of their eggs in this basket. So the idea that later on they found out the Eye of the Universe might not be a good thing, I absolutely get why that would not be received well. Alright, we're on the raft. And it's literally a loading screen. They're literally just saying loading screen. Is there something else to be learned from that, perhaps? Is there something I can do? Word? Okay, I can't tell if there's a specific one that this counts for, but loading screen, and hey, if you get off on the loading screen, you might be able to, it's bad, we don't like it when you do that, but you might be able to go somewhere. That's super interesting. Okay. Alright. That's information I can act upon. All right, I can't wait to find out the secret code in here. Ah, shit. What happens if I fall in the water now? Oh, word? Oh, word? I die, and that also kicks me out of the simulation. Okay. Well, shit, we don't have a lot of time this cycle, but let's see what happens if we try that loading screen trick.